Well, today's tutorial is in response to a lot of people who've asked me, how do you buy a guitar on eBay? And I certainly have bought a lot of electric guitars on eBay. And so I'm going to tell you how I do it, and in the hopes that you're not going to get hurt the next time you buy a guitar, that you end up with something you're happy with. The biggest thing, of course, is, how do I determine the value of a guitar on eBay? So without further ado, I think what we should probably do is just is go to eBay and take a look at some guitars. We're going to pick a guitar today. Some of these amps that I'm looking at, they don't really matter right now. We're going to talk about an electric guitar like a Gibson SG. And for the purposes of this, we're going to narrow it down to a Gibson SG VOS that says Gibson Les Paul on it. Les Paul SG, which is a vintage original specification reissue of a Gibson that the custom shop makes, which is from basically the specs of an early 60s guitar. So this is really how you determine what a guitar is worth. You go Gibson SG. There's different ways you can put this information in. I'm going to put in SG Les Paul VOS, and we're going to go to see what's available. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at, you have to have an account for this, I believe, completed listings. Now when you go to completed listings, you can see what guitars recently sold for that were like this. Now this one's an Epiphone, so this is not an American guitar. Okay, and this one over here, this is an American guitar, and it's actually being sold out of another country, and you can see the dollar amount here is a conversion because it's italicized. But if I look here, I looked at it sold 13 bids when the auction closed, and how much the guitar sold for. And so that may not be quite enough of a determining factor to determine what the guitar is worth. So I might want to just put in Gibson SG Les Paul and see what comes up. And again, we keep this completed listings tab put in there. We'll try to find some more stuff. You can always tell the sold because, as you can see with my moving my cursor, sold, it always says sold. So you can refine your search further, but basically if it has not sold for a price that somebody's asking, then you have a pretty good indication that the person is asking too much money. The guitar is not, nobody cares what somebody paid for the guitar originally. That's meaningless. And in fact, a lot of these more higher end guitars a few years ago were commanding much higher dollars. And they're not anymore. They're just not worth what they were because the economy's so bad. It is a good time to get a guitar if you have some money. But the point I'm trying to make is that what's the guitar worth? It's worth pretty much for what they've been selling for recently. So we're going to go Gibson SG. We're going to go VOS. Try that. Okay, so we're starting to get a little closer an idea what some of these have been selling for. And you can see right around, $2,000. Here's one for $22.99. These have Maestro tremolo units on them. This one doesn't. Some of these are just regular Gibson SGs, and you really have to know what it is that you're looking to buy. It's very, very important that you understand the product that you're looking to buy on eBay, because you'll get hurt if you don't. And the other thing is you want to make sure that the person that you're buying it from has a reputation of selling on eBay, and you can look at their seller rating. Let's look at this one. This is a special guitar. It's a Robbie Krieger edition. This person has 100% feedback. You can also check out to see whether they see their other items, how many items they're selling. Sometimes people who really do this for a living or a substantial amount of their income have a lot of items for sale. You can check out their store. Some of them are linked to a brick and mortar store, which makes a lot of people feel a lot better because the company's been in business a long time. And then you want to ask all the questions, of course, about the condition of the guitar.